Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the general spiritual messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love portion of the reading. I am time stamping this November because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever this finds you, that's when it's for you. So wow, the energy feels so good for you, Pisces, and I didn't intentionally leave you to the end, but perhaps I saved the best for last, right? Because the energy feels so chill to me. It feels really good. And it hasn't felt that way throughout all of November, okay? There's been like this up and down type of energy going on for the collective, but when I sat for your reading, I just felt a little bit of a calmness, more of a chill vibe coming through. You have the card of the sun out as your first card, Leo energy for some of you, and or this is just speaking to your self-awareness, your spirit, your creativity, honoring yourself. This is talking about self-sufficiency. It's also talking about just simply being yourself and loving yourself as you are, opening your heart to that. Sometimes this can be a very heart-driven energy, but you also have three cards, all very positive, that came out, and it was the card of friendliness, the card of going with the flow, and success. So and I can hear the song You Got a Friend in Me playing, you know, from the Toy Story, the movie Toy Story. So friendships highlighted, friendships being really important, this friendly type of energy, right? The more you could be your own friend, the better friend you can be to others. So don't forget at the end of the day to be kind to yourself, Pisces, to be nice to yourself, to show up for yourself. And they're encouraging you to just go with your heart, go with the flow. Success is inevitable, so if you've been concerned about the outcome of something, I feel very positive energy coming in around that as well. So let's see, Pisces, what else we have coming through here for you, and to go from there. So for my Pisces, we have coming through, oh my goodness, my cards. Oh, now I can't get that song out of my head. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Oh my gosh. My kids used to be obsessed with the Toy Story franchise. Oh my God, I've watched them so many times. It's unbelievable. All right, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, Ten of Wheels, Judgment. There's something really heavy here that you just want to let go of, and it would serve you to let go of it, okay? It's something that's been weighing on you, Pisces, that pulls you into the more shadowy aspects of yourself. And you know this because you feel it. You feel it through your heart. You feel it in your emotions. Sometimes when life kind of gets the best of us, it's difficult to rein it back in, right? Or get back on track. But I feel like for you, this time frame is all about reprioritizing and getting back on track and letting go of the things that, not the things that matter to you, but the struggle around it, you know? And I think when people hear like the term, you know, you need to just let go and move forward, they think that, you know, I mean, let go of what they wanted. And I'm never saying that. Nobody's ever saying that. The gurus don't mean it that way. What they mean is let go of the outcome, you know, needing to work out exactly as you designed it. Have a little faith that the universe can bring things together in a more magnificent way than you could even imagine. Let go of the struggle, the worry, the need to overthink it. Not asking you to let go of the desire, just needing to let go of the weight of the negative thought energy around it. And so it's really more so about that, Pisces, than anything else, because I feel like you have a bright future here. You have something bright on the horizon, right? And some of you, this is talking about like career goals. Others of you, this is talking about relationships. Some of you both. But it's like in order to get there, you've got to first release the struggle around it, right? It's like knowing you're capable, having the tools that you need, and then getting bogged down in the details, right? And they want you to release the details. So let's see what else. Five of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so here it is again here, Pisces, needing to let go of the struggle. Some of you, this is conflict or family conflict or something that feels conflicting to you. Choose one. But either way, it's like, okay, it's time to give up the struggle or the need to be right for some of you, or to let it affect you, you know, even when you're not in it. See, because that's the funny thing about struggles, is that the actual physical act of a struggle, right, of something bad occurring is just in the moment. But we hold on to that through our mind, and then it becomes a much longer struggle. Some people, a lifelong struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, the point of contention or trauma or frustration is a blip, you know, it's a moment. And if you were to able to let go and move forward from it without bringing it with you through your thought processes, your memories, your whatever, your baggage, that's what it becomes, then it would not bother you. But it's because we bring it forward in our mind that it continues to be bothersome to us. Does that make sense? Like, let me put it to you this way. Say somebody says something that hurts your feelings, Pisces. In that moment, you feel the slight of that. Like, you feel the emotional reaction to that. And that emotional reaction in that moment serves you, because it's letting you know that something's off, right? That you don't like that. But when you take that emotional reaction of somebody saying something that hurts you, and then you replay it and you relive it, and then you replay it and then you relive it, and then you carry it to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next day, now you've created a toxic cycle, right? Where you're continually introducing something into your vibration that no longer serves you. And because your mind believes everything is happening now, every time you reinvite that or replay that in your mind, your body thinks it's occurring right now, and therefore produces the same emotional response that you had in the moment that it actually happened. And this is how you create burdens, right? This is how you create that heaviness within yourself. So it's about letting yourself off the hook, or another person. It's about moving away from the conflict, no longer entertaining it, no longer talking about it, no longer dwelling in your mind, and really allowing yourself to be present in the present moment. And this is really key for you to understand, because some of you are unintentionally doing this, right? I feel like we all do to some extent. Like, I do it too, you know. Like, at the best spiritual podcast I heard, which you guys know I love, Abraham Hicks, she was like, the lady comes up to the podium to talk to the spiritual guru, and she goes, my mother, she just she does something to me. And Abraham Hicks goes, is she in the room? And of course the lady's like, no, she's not here. And she's like, so why is it affecting you? Because you're allowing it through your mind. That's how you disempower yourself. You give other people power when you allow them to affect you, even when they're not in the room with you. You know, even when they're nowhere near you. So it's about utilizing your power of presence to not allow things to bother you that are not currently needing to be active in your environment. So, yeah, all that to say, that is the struggle here that is showing up. Now, on a good note, there is playfulness, there's friendships, there's opportunities to connect, there's love, there's romance. So, like, there is all these other positive components here that are showing up for you, Pisces. It's just whether or not you're going to recognize it. So you have the King of Wands and the Empress, and most likely outcome. Whoa, whoa. Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So I feel like this is you re-stabilizing, okay? This is you realizing what's important to you. That's come up twice now about reprioritizing what's important to you. This is a very confident and yet soft energy, right? Because true confidence also has a softness to it, right? False confidence comes with a lot of harshness and ego. But this is like truly just feeling in that space of softly asserting yourself, softly being confident in what it is that you're doing. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So they're also highlighting family, groups, friendships, the foundational people in your life coming to the forefront and being super important. Love. You could be getting a lot of love through your emotional support systems, or it could be through a partner. Sometimes this talks about long-term financial stability as well, especially for my Pisces who have really been working towards your goals and thinking about your future. Maybe working hard, maybe even working a little bit harder than you needed to, right? Because at some point you were working against yourself. And what I mean by that is like you were being too hard on yourself, Pisces. Yeah, almost borderline judging yourself. You know, some of you downright judging yourself. And in a way doing it because you think it's going to make you better, but all it does is make you feel bad. Like there's this false idea that if you're hard on yourself, you will become better. But the harder you are on yourself, the harder you become, you know, and the harder you become on others as well, right? So don't needlessly hold yourself to the fire here. You actually become better by loving yourself, by seeing how good you are doing, by praising yourself, by, you know, allowing yourself to grow in that way. They're showing me a plant, a watering plant. They want you to water yourself like you do your plants. Or like you would a plant. But with like love and affection, you know what I mean? Like, which is interesting. This reminds me, I was going to say this earlier. When I was in the meditation earlier, I saw a park bench and sunglasses. So some of you lost your sunglasses and they're on a park bench. It's as literal as that for one person. For the rest of you, they're just simply saying like, get out more. Maybe go sit on a park bench, go to the park. I don't know. Like this more of a outdoorsy, like playful, whatever energy. So let's see what the guidance is. And then let's go to the you versus them reading. The law of attraction assembles happy relationships. The law of attraction cannot bring you a well-balanced, happy person if you are not yourself a well-balanced, happy person. The law of attraction, no matter what you do or say, will bring to you those who predominantly match the person you predominantly are. If you're not happy with yourself or with your life, the attraction of a partner will only exaggerate that discord, because any action taken from a place of lack is always counterproductive. Wow, so essentially this is saying, Pisces, the only way to attract what you want when it comes to relationships, friendships, etc., is to actually become what you're wanting to receive in the other person. And yeah, I think a lot of people get that concept, but it's not as easy as you think, right? But essentially saying you got to be happy with yourself to attract happy people. So all the better reason to just love yourself. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go to the you versus them love reading and see what else we have coming in. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. All right, so now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get into it. So, Pisces, you versus them. Let's see what we have coming through for you. You have the card of Cancer. Some of you connecting with Cancerian energy, could be in your chart as well, and or it's just the vibes of the connection, which is very feeling oriented, a lot of emotions showing up. It's a bit nostalgic. It's about comfort, protection, intuition, kind of an introverted, family-oriented energy here. So then you have the card, ooh, this came out in your spiritual reading too, going with the flow. So there it is again, encouraging you to kind of go with the flow of the circumstance. And then you have the card of participation here, which is again highlighting group activity, your social network, family, friends. And it's highlighting it for this person as well. So let's see what the recent past energy was leading up into the now. Pisces. And see what else we have coming through. Recent past energy for my Pisces. 4 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. Whew, I feel nauseous all of a sudden. Like, ooh, something has come over me here. Hold on a second. Like, wow, it's such a change in temperature from the spiritual reading to the love reading. It's a lot of solitary energy here. In fact, it's almost all solitary energy, except for this one. And this is not the best. It's like they're giving me the song Talking to Myself. Some of you feel like you just talk to a wall. You're talking to yourself. Like, you know, either your partner's not listening or nobody is, you know. I also got, you know, that on a positive note, this is you kind of plugging away at your goals, your own self-sufficiency, things that have to deal with primarily you. Not saying you don't care about others, not saying you don't want to be a part of others' lives, but this is mostly a you energy. Because there might have been something disappointing you. Some of you were trying to keep busy because you felt, you know, disappointed or slighted by something, and I feel like this was still living actively within you with the 5 of Swords here. Some of you, like, literally getting back on your feet or doing well for yourself is an act of revenge. And I don't mean that like in a bad way, but you know, they always say like the best way to get revenge is to not get any revenge. It's to just love yourself and to be your best self. You know what I mean? And so like, that's kind of what I feel, you know, coming through. So let's see what this person's recent past is. 9 of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Seven of Swords. The Star. Oh, man, why is this making me feel like this? It's like unsettling. It's like an unnerving energy, if I'm being honest. The first message out that I got was like somebody lying about their success. I don't know if that's you or the person you're connecting with. I actually feel it's the person you're connecting with. Hold on a second, let me get more on that. And or lying about the way that they got the success or that they got something. Like the way that they went about it may have not been fully truthful, or Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling. They got it the wrong way, a means to an end. Yeah, it's a sense of Pisces, like this person having goals and aspirations and really wanting that success, right? But the way that they've went about it is not right. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pause. I know this is a love reading, but it's just a really interesting message that, you know, they also could have feel like their dreams were stolen from them, you know, or something was stolen here. Let's go into how you see this person in the now. You have the moon here, the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Hierophant. So Pisces, when it comes to how you feel or see this person in the now, there's a lot of things to sort out here, okay? There's a lot of things to sort out. Like, I feel you are someone who, like, pride yourself on your morals, okay? Or I heard moral obligation for some of you. But so there's a judgment here where maybe you feel that somebody else did not uphold that, okay? Whether it be this person or others in general. But I feel a sense of commitment here, though. I feel a sense of trying to do what's right. Sometimes you guys feel, I get that you feel like you are always trying to make decisions for what is best or what is right, like trying to take the higher road. And so it's disappointing, right, to you when somebody doesn't reciprocate that. Oh, like this person could have went about something just in the wrong way, or what you deem the wrong way, and I don't think you're intentionally trying to hold it against them, but some of you, you definitely are. Some of you are intentionally, like that wasn't right, you know. It's just flat out, that wasn't right. Let's see this person's perception in the now moment. The Wheel, Death and Rebirth, the Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. So, Pisces, this person, when it comes to how they see you, actually, I feel like they feel very lucky. I heard lucky break. Yeah, I feel like this person is in the space of being like open to change, open to love, looking forward, you know, to the connection, or just looking forward in general, things moving forward. This person feels they've changed, okay, or changed their ways. So if you're judging them based on their past, they feel like you should get to know them now in their future, or there's like a don't hold that against me type of energy here. So let's go into the emotional space then and see. Let's go deeper. How does Pisces feel towards this person underneath it all? King of Pentacles. Page of Swords, skeptical. The Hangman, skeptical. You feel skeptical. You're not sure on whether or not to, you know, allow this person to affect you emotionally or not, or to open your emotions. It's like on one hand, I feel that you feel this person is worthy. Did you guys hear that? That was my dog. It sounded like an old man snoring. Okay. Sorry. Anyways. It's like on one hand you see all the potential here, and you know this person can be grown, they can be mature, they can be responsible, they can be stable, but yet they don't always show that part of themselves. Don't fall in love with someone's potential, Pisces. But sometimes you can't help it though. You know, sometimes you really can't help it. And I don't know. I go two ways about that. Like, I get the saying, don't fall in love with potential, because you might wait your whole life and they may not achieve it. But then I also feel on the other side of the coin, believing in someone that you love, if you genuinely believe in them, does have the power to uplift them. But of course they have to do the heavy lifting of uplifting themselves. But you can flow love towards a person and it can affect them in a positive way. As long as they're willing to do their part. And that's the key. They got to be willing to do their part. And some of you are waiting for just that. Let's see this person's emotions. 10 of Wands. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot of heaviness in this person's energy. I swear I get nauseous every time I go into their energy. I don't know if they are also battling like nausea right now or what, but there's this heaviness here. This person carries around their past with them a lot, which is interesting because they don't want you to see them as they were in the past. Oh yes. But if you go back to the spiritual reading, and that the message there, and it could also be for your cross watcher, was that it's up to them to relinquish that baggage. Meaning, you can't say that you don't want to be seen that way when you continually bring that energy, right? Or that behavior forward with you. You know, because sometimes I feel like we think we've changed, but we're not always so self-aware to see that that may not be the case, or that the change is just ever so slight that we can feel it, but other people cannot yet feel it. And that's fine, you know, but there's something about that going on. And I feel like this person like wants to rush forward and they want to open their heart and they're in love. I feel like they do love you, Pisces, or there's a lot of love here for the connection. But they haven't really done the work yet. And what I'm talking about is the work on self. Not fully. All right, let's see where we're headed to in the future then. For my Pisces. 10 of Wands. The World card. Whoa. The Empress. 10 of Cups and Page of Pentacles. So So, yes, Pisces, I feel like, you know, to some degree, you are also bringing forward your burdens from the past as well. And I talk about that in the spiritual reading. But I feel during this time frame, there's closure coming in around that. There's also like you going more into this softer confidence, this softer space. And I felt that in the spiritual reading too. And then the 10 of Cups is highlighting emotional fulfillment, family, love, a sense of belonging. So I feel like you're on the right path here, and it's all about just going with the flow. And not letting others stop you from that, not letting other people's BS weigh on you, you know. I'm not saying don't be a caring person, but I'm saying know what's yours to carry and what's not yours to carry. Right? Sometimes we be carrying the worry of others as if that's helpful to us or them, but it doesn't. All it does is disalign you and disalign them, right? So don't fall into that trap, right? Instead, it's like take good care of yourself, spread the love, show appreciation for what's going well for you, and there's a potential here for things to further develop in a really positive and beautiful way. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. 5 of Swords, Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, this person gets in their own way sometimes. Sometimes they're really impulsive and they don't always think things through, and that hinders them. But they are in this place of learning about themselves. They are in this place of either self-reflecting or needing to self-reflect. This introversion, learning a lesson here. And the lesson is about equal give and take as well. As well as about being honest with themselves and being honest with others. Because I feel like in the past this person has tried to misstep or skip a step, or yeah, like maybe tried to go about things the easy way instead of the right way. And so there's all this prospect for change here, and there's all of this love here, right? But there is still this burdensome energy that they have to untangle first. And the first thing is to get out of their own head, because they often think negatively. And then those negative thoughts cause them to do impulsive things that then they end up having to self-reflect on, because of course when you're coming from that vibrational space, it's not going to turn out how you think it is, right? So it's about finding balance here for this person, finding that sweet spot, okay? Also, this person needing to give a little bit more generously with their time, their emotions, their love, so that they can start receiving it the way that they want. So let's see what the guidance is then, Pisces. It says, my every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. Whether you're thinking about wanted things or unwanted things, you're still sending out a request to attract more things like the subject of your thought. And all things that happen to you, all people, things, experiences that come to you come in response to your vibrational invitation. Notice how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational request you're emanating, because you're always getting the essence of what you're thinking about, whether you want it or not. So again, Pisces, this is a reminder to you that whether you're thinking about wanted or unwanted things, you are still attracting it, right? When you say to the universe, no, I do not want that, the universe does not hear yes or no. It is only about focus and attraction. So you're, in essence, when you're pointing to something and you're saying, I don't like that, you are also unintentionally inviting it into your experience through your focus upon it. And so if your every thought is attracting the vibrational essence, what a better way to get out ahead of it than to focus on things that are wanted to you, that feel good to you. Prioritize feeling good, and then watch as the rest falls into place. So, this is sticking out to me. I don't usually say the numbers on here, but the number 13 is on here, and I feel like that's significant for someone. So, yeah. Take it or leave it. I'm going to end it there. I love it for you. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I've got Virgo, I've got Cancer, I've got Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio. I've had Leo in the first part of the reading, Taurus, Pisces energy. Those are the predominant signs, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all of my social media. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section. You can also find the donation link there. For those of you who'd like to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste.